It's a finger-licking nightmare. Hello, folks. Welcome back to Horror Channel. This is your friendly neighborhood, Mr. Goosebumps Boy. And today, we're going to be reviewing Chicken. Oh, no. You gotta be kidding me. Chicken. The worst book in all of Goosebumps. Oh, my goodness. Really? Yes, people, today we're going to be reviewing it. Whether you like it or not, it is number 53. So, reviewing it is in order for this time around. So today, we're going to be reviewing it. Let's get over it, right? You knew I was going to review it sooner or later, so better make it sooner and faster and get over it quickly. So first up, let's speak about the front cover. Now, the front cover is possibly one of the main reasons why, or the main reason why this book gets so much hatred. Personally, I believe it is kind of funny and foolish too, and ridiculous, but it's kind of its charm, right? And it kind of makes sense in light of the title, Chicken. The words chicken are reflected by this chicken figure, which basically has Crystal's head, who's our main character, and basically her whole body's a chicken except for her face and her head and her hair, obviously, her red hair. She looks good with this chicken, how do you call them? Chicken head, whatever. And basically she's running around, she looks freaked. And basically, she's in some kind of a farm, as you can tell by the red barn and some wooden cottage. And basically, there's that grass that's kind of growing pretty much all around it. And the sky looks very, very scary, like dark clouds are all over the place. And there's thunder and lightning, as you can tell from the background. And basically, the sky looks purplish and blue. And basically, the clouds look kind of yellow. And, yeah, that's pretty much it, I'd say. And the blue title of the series, Goosebumps, the series, kind of reflects that blue, very, not pale, but darkish sky. I like it pretty much. Chicken. It's a nice front cover. It's a funny front cover. Tim Jacobus did a fine work on that one. I don't know if it was meant to be more funnier than scary. Possibly a little bit of both, to be honest with you, because it does look scary to some extent. But it also looks like what the heck is going on? WTH, right? It's like you don't really understand what is happening in there, but it kind of makes you want to read the book. Well, not in this case, obviously, because Chicken has that very infamous reputation. That reputation of being the worst Goosebumps book in the whole series. Is that true? Is that made up? I'll let you find out for yourselves as I review this book. So basically, what's this book about? So we have our main characters, once again, and basically, this time our main character is named Crystal. She's a girl. And she has a brother named Cole. And basically, they live in a farm in a town called Goshen Falls. And basically, Crystal's parents are very active in the farm. They own chickens. And Crystal hates it. Sometimes they have to help around in the farm, do the chores, pretty much. And basically, she hates this. She hates the chicken. She doesn't like this. They live in some kind of a coop. I believe that's what it's called. Forgive me, I'm not really familiar with farms and all that. Never grew up in a farm. I wish I did. Would have been cool. But basically, yeah, I would have certainly related more to the story if I was living in a farm. If you were living in a farm, or you had in the past, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would really like to hear about it. And it could be really cool to compare each other's past experiences. But basically, yeah, Crystal, she and her brother Cole basically, yes, they're kind of always together or often together, and basically Cole went to town and she went looking for him, and basically she's gonna be finding him at the near the edge of Vanessa's property, according to the Goosebumps website. Who is Vanessa? Vanessa, she's kind of a goth. She's a woman who basically is always dressed in black and black lipstick, black everything. A little bit like I don't know if you're watching the show called NCIS, but basically you have Abby, who's pretty much the goth of the show, and she's pretty much like the same way, like black nail polish, black lipstick, and all of that. And basically, she has that. She has that kind of reputation of being a witch. And basically, she has a black cat too, I believe. And basically, yeah, the local residents have nicknamed her, have basically labeled her a witch. Basically, the local residents, thank you very much, people, for doing that. And basically, Cole is hiding behind a bush with some of his friends at the beginning of the story. And basically, his friends, Franny and Jeremy, are basically about to do something nasty to this poor Vanessa woman. What is it? You may ask. Let me answer you without spoiling or anything. Basically, they have those squirt guns, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't read this book in a while. Here it says pictures of liquid. Yeah, it's not exactly clear from the summary, but I assume it is something like that. And basically, they're gonna pour some of that water into her mailbox. Now, this is very bad, and if you're a younger child and you reading this book and that sounds cool to you, just let me know that let me tell you that it is not cool and it's very bad, and those children are bad news for trying to do that. So yeah, basically this is obvious. Just wanted to remind everybody about this. But basically they're about to do this, but then Vanessa storms out of the house, and Franny and Jeremy are gonna be running away, and Crystal, basically she's gonna lock in on Cole. Basically, Cole couldn't escape in time, and neither did Crystal, his sister, and Vanessa's gonna approach them, and they're gonna be very terrified about this, and what happens is that they're gonna finally be able to escape, but not before Crystal. Basically, before they ran away, Vanessa looked at Crystal and her brother, and basically she said the following chant: chicken, chicken. And basically after that, they go to one of their friends, one of Cole's friends, Anthony, and they're going to be staying with him. And then basically what happens is some weird things are going to start happening. What do I mean by that? So basically, those kids, Crystal and Cole, they're going to be changing, and they might, or basically, I don't want to spoil the book too much or anything, but I don't think I'll be spoiling anything if I were to tell you that basically this book is about a transformation, and yes, there's going to be some body horror to some extent. Not the best one I've read, but basically, yes, they're going to be turned into chickens. To cut it short, this is pretty much it. I don't really know what to tell you, what more I could tell you about this. It's going to be a slow transformation. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to progress. It's going to progress as you read through the book. As you read through the book, you're going to find out that they start acting more like chicken. and basically something really dumb happens. I find it very extremely dumb, but funny to some extent. But basically, they would be talking to one another, and then someone would just drop this clock clock sound. Dumb and silly indeed. But that's pretty much it for this book. That's how it goes. And then basically, there's the final twist in which basically all of the kids' questions are going to be answered and what happened to them and so on. And I gotta admit that there was a positive message behind what happened without spoiling it. But basically, I find it kind of, silly a little bit. Like there was a nice build up to the book, and then just like that, it went burning and crashing and burning. And yeah, that was a way to dismiss the story very quickly and get it over with. So chicken, what did I think about it? And yeah, the final words are kind of funny too. The final sentence in this book, and but that's pretty much it. Chicken, what did I think about this book? Now this book is hated by the majority of Goosebumps fans. I didn't come across anybody who really liked this book. I believe Grayson from Grayson the Goosebumps Kid 1982. Check out his channel. I believe he really hates this book. I kind of understand him for not liking this book. But personally, did I hate this book? I didn't hate it, People like Goosebumps fans, hear me out. Listen up. I didn't hate this book. Chicken was not a perfect read, I gotta be honest with you. Not the best Goosebumps book I've read. Not the scariest one, not the most interesting one. Kind of, to be honest with you, it's kind of silly. It's more like this one it plays more the humorous aspect in my opinion, right? It plays more on the humorous side of Goosebumps that you have in some of them, like, for example, Why I'm Afraid of Bees. Some others do. I can't remember at the top of my head, maybe the beginning of Goosebumps. But basically, this one is more like a funny novel, and it doesn't take itself really seriously. So if you keep that in mind, I think you would probably enjoy it more. When I first came across this book, it was 2 years ago, about 2 years ago. Basically, I heard so much bad about it that I wanted to read it for myself and get an idea of how bad it is. Because all I heard about it was that it's bad, it sucks, it's filth, it's trash, a piece of junk. So I didn't really know where to stand. So I decided, hey, you know what? Let me read this book and get an idea for myself. I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but basically, you heard so much negativity about a book that or a movie, and you just thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to read this book. Let me see what the big deal is. And so I decided to check it out, and I wasn't so disappointed, to be honest with you. As a matter of fact, the beginning of the book is kind of nice. It's slow, and there's a nice build up to it, to be honest with you. This book kind of played out okay, in my opinion. It's just the last few sentences, even though there's a good message behind it, it's kind of foolish, in my opinion. But the story itself is not bad, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I believe. And I'm not the only one who thinks this way. Michael Goosebumps did like it to some extent. Another one of my favorite Goosebumps YouTubers out there, John B, aka Smooth Chocolate, happened to read this book. So check it out, and he left a review on it. And he was saying that this book wasn't so bad after all, I believe. And I believe the same way. I think the same way. It's not perfect, but it's not the worst Goosebumps book I've ever read, to be honest. Like, I believe not Beware. Be careful what you wish for. Yes, this book has some similarities to it, and to some extent, with the witch figure, character, whatever you want to call her. Yeah, I'd say there's some similarities there, and this one was better written than Be Careful What You Wish For. So I give it props for that. This book was better than Say Cheese and Die Again. in my opinion. Say Cheese and Die Again was just very bad. And this one definitely did better. You see, like about 9 books after Say Cheese and Die Again, which was the last one I really hated. This one did better, even though it gets a lower rating in for a lot of Goosebumps YouTubers. That's fine, reviewers. But personally, I don't think that this book deserves that much hatred. Like, I do believe it's not the most perfect Goosebumps book. Should you skip it? Even though it's not the most perfect Goosebumps, you shouldn't skip it. You should read it. And even if people say that this is bad, get your own thoughts on it, right? Get your own idea about it. Don't let people tell you what to read. I mean, I'm saying that in a nice way, but if people don't want you to read a book, just if you don't want to read it, that's fine. But if you want to read it, you don't have to not read it. You can just check it out for yourselves and see. And if you like it, then that's all good. If you didn't like it, well, that's fine too. It's fine to get out of our comfort zones every once in a while and read things that we don't really like, just so that you'll know what you really like. So that's a good idea, in my opinion. It's a good way to get used to different things. And Goosebumps does a good job at trying to, tackle different kinds of stories and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I believe. I'm sorry if I made a lot of people angry. You're probably gonna hate me for this. You're probably gonna unsubscribe. I'm kidding. I hope it won't go that far, but if you disagree with me, hey, that's really fine with me. You don't have to like my review. Chicken, yeah, not perfect, not horrible, just like in the middle road kind of thing. Yeah, except for maybe the last few chapters were kind of dumb. But other than that, the build up to the story itself wasn't bad. The beginning was pretty good and promising, to be honest with you. I was like, wow, the beginning really makes me want to read about the book and read this book, like read more of it, right? So, I believe it is time for me to give this book a rating. If I were to rate this book, honestly, I would give it an honest to God, 6 out of 10. I believe it's a good rating for this book. You see, it's not perfect, but it's not horrible either. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. How's that? Yeah, it's not that great, but it ain't perfect. But it's not horrible either. 6 out of 10. How does that sound? Maybe I could add a little more even. I don't know. Should I? Should I not? Alright, maybe 6.5 or 6. I'm not so comfortable rating this book and giving it a too high rating, so I'd give it something between 6 and 6.5 out of 10. Heck, maybe if it weren't for the last few chapters, I think it would have gotten more, but yeah, I don't know, maybe 6. 6 out of 10, I think. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 does it good. Does a good job of rating it. Yeah, 6 out of 10. No more than 6 out of 10. I don't believe it deserves more than 6 out of 10. So just 6 out of 10. Not 6.5. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. That's final. That's my final answer. My final answer is 6 out of 10 for chicken. So that's pretty much it for that review. Let me know in the comment section down below. What did you think about Chicken? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Please let me know about your hate for this book, if that's how you feel about it. Please don't keep it in. Let it out. It feels good every once in a while to try and, basically rant about a book, ranting around about a specific book, just let the hate out, and let us know how you feel about it. There's no problem with that, and yeah. So let me know if you didn't like it. Yeah, just make sure you don't use any bad words. But you can let me know if you hate this book. If you really hate this book. If you really hate this book from the bottom of your heart, I want to hear all about it. I really want to. And if you love this book, don't be shy. Let me know, because we all have different tastes in books. And if you love this one, even if it's your favorite, I want to hear about it too. But Chicken, I wouldn't recommend it if it's your first time around Goosebumps and you just come across this. If you just come across this one, it'll probably leave a very bad impression on you. So don't start off with this one, but don't be so disgusted by it. And give it a shot. Give it a try. All right, folks. Thank you. So this is the end of this review. Thank you for listening to it. Thank you for watching it. I'll see you on the next review for Don't Go to Sleep. In the meantime, folks, stay safe. Goodbye. Take care. This is Goosebumps Boy signing off. Don't call them chicken legs. Everyone in Goshen Falls knows about Weird Vanessa. She dresses all in black, wears black lipstick, and puts spells on people. At least that's what they say. Crystal and her brother Cole know you can't believe everything you hear. But that was before they made Vanessa mad, before she whispered that strange warning, chicken, chicken, because now something really weird has happened. Crystal's lips have turned as hard as a bird's beak, and Cole has started growing ugly white feathers all over his body.